Balaq. Numbers 22, verse 2. And Balak the son of Zippor saw all that Yasharel had done to the Emoriim. And Moab was sore afraid of the people, because they were many, and Moab was distressed because of the children of Yasharel. And Moab said unto the elders of Midian, Now shall this company lick up all that are round about us, as the ox licks up the grass of the field. And Balak the son of Zippor was king of the Moabim at that time. He sent messengers therefore unto Balaam the son of Beor to Pethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, Behold, there is a people come out from Mitzrayim. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over against me. Come now, therefore, I pray you, curse me this people, for they are too mighty for me. Perchance I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I know that he at whom you bless is blessed, and he whom you curse is cursed. And the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the rewards of divination in their hand. And they came unto Balaam, and spoke unto him the words of Balak. And he said unto them, Lodge here this night, and I will bring you word again, as Yahuah shall speak unto me. And the princes of Moab abode with Balaam. And Elohim came unto Balaam, and said, What men are these with you? And Balaam said unto Elohim, Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent unto me, saying, Behold, there is a people come out of Mitzrayim, which covers the face of the earth. Come now, curse me them. Perchance I shall be able to overcome them, and drive them out. And Elohim said unto Balaam, You shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, for they are blessed. And Balaam rose up in the morning, and said unto the princes of Balak, Get you into your land, for Yahuah refuses to give me leave to go with you. And the princes of Moab rose up, and they went unto Balak, and said, Balaam refuses to come with us. And Balak sent yet again princes, more and more honorable than they. And they came to Balaam, and said to him, Thus says Balak the son of Zippor, Let nothing, I pray you, hinder you from coming unto me. For I will promote you unto very great honor, and I will do whatsoever you say unto me. Come therefore, I pray you, curse me this people. And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of Yahuah Elohai, to do less or more. Now therefore I pray you, tarry ye also here this night, that I may know what Yahuah will say unto me more. And Elohim came unto Balaam at night, and said unto him, If the men come to call you, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto you, that shall you do. And Balaam rose up in the morning, and saddled his ass, and went with the princes of Moab. And Elohim's anger was kindled because he went, and the angel of Yahuah stood in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass, and his two servants were with him. And the ass saw the angel of Yahuah standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand, and the ass turned aside out of the way, and went into the field. And Balaam smote the ass, to turn her into the way. But the angel of Yahuah stood in a path of the vineyards, a wall being on this side, and a wall on that side. And when the ass saw the angel of Yahuah, she thrust herself unto the wall, and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he smote her again. And the angel of Yahuah went further, and stood in a narrow place, where there was no way to turn either to the right hand or to the left. And when the ass saw the angel of Yahuah, she fell down under Balaam. And Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass with a staff. And Yahuah opened the mouth of the ass, and she said unto Balaam, What have I done unto you, that you have smitten me these 3 times? And Balaam said unto the ass, Because you have mocked me, I would there were a sword in my hand, for now would I kill you. And the ass said unto Balaam, Am not I your ass, upon which you have ridden, ever since I was yours unto this day? Was I ever wont to do so unto you? And he said, Nay. Then Yahuah opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of Yahuah standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And he bowed down his head, and fell flat on his face. And the angel of Yahuah said unto him, Wherefore have you smitten your ass these 3 times? Behold, I went out to withstand you, because your way is perverse before me. And the ass saw me, and turned from me these 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain you, and saved her alive. And Balaam said unto the angel of Yahuah, I have sinned, for I knew not that you stood in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease you, I will get me back again. And the angel of Yahuah said unto Balaam, Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak unto you, that you shall speak. So Balaam went with the princes of Balak. And when Balak heard that Balaam was come, he went out to meet him unto a city of Moab, which is in the border of Arnon, which is in the utmost coast. And Balak said unto Balaam, Did I not earnestly sin unto you to call you? Wherefore came you not unto me? Am I not able indeed to promote you to honor? And Balaam said unto Balak, Lo, I am come unto you. Have I now any power at all to say anything? The word that Elohim puts in my mouth, that shall I speak. And Balaam went with Balak, and they came unto Kiryat Kusoth. And Balak offered oxen and sheep, and sent to Balaam, and to the princes that were with him. And it came to pass on the morrow, that Balak took Balaam, and brought him up into the high places of Baal, that hence he might see the utmost part of the people. Chapter 23. And Balaam said unto Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 oxen and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had spoken. And Balak and Balaam offered on every altar a bullock and a ram. And Balaam said unto Balak, Stand by your ascending smoke offering, and I will go. Perchance Yahuah will come to meet me, and whatsoever he shows me, I will tell you. And he went to a high place. And Elohim met Balaam, and he said unto him, I have prepared 7 altars, and I have offered upon every altar a bullock and a ram. And Yahuah put a word in Balaam's mouth, and said, Return unto Balak, and thus you shall speak. And he returned unto him, and lo, he stood by his ascending smoke sacrifice, he and all the princes of Moab. And he took up his parable, and said, Balak, the king of Moab, has brought me from Aram, out of the mountains of the east, saying, Come, curse me, Yaakov, and come, defy Yasharel. How shall I curse, whom El has not cursed? Or how shall I defy, whom Yahuah has not defied? For from the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him. Lo, the people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. Who can count the dust of Yaakov, and the number of the 4th part of Yasharel? Let me die the death of the Yasharim, and let my last end be like his. And Balak said unto Balaam, What have you done unto me? I took you to curse my enemies, and behold, you have blessed them altogether. And he answered and said, Must I not take heed to speak that which Yahuah has put in my mouth? And Balak said unto him, Come, I pray you, with me unto another place, from whence you may see them. You shall see but the utmost part of them, and shall not see them all, and curse me them from thence. And he brought him into the field of Sophim, to the top of Pisgah, and built 7 altars, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. And he said unto Balak, Stand here by your ascending smoke offering, while I meet Yahuah yonder. And Yahuah met Balaam, and put a word in his mouth, and said, Go again unto Balak, and say thus. And when he came to him, behold, he stood by his ascending smoke offering, and the princes of Moab with him. And Balak said unto him, What has Yahuah spoken? And he took up his parable, and said, Rise up, Balak, and hear. Hearken unto me, you son of Zippor. El is not a man, that he should lie, neither the son of Adam, that he should repent. Has he said, or shall he not do it? Or has he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Behold, I have received commandments to bless, and he has blessed, and I cannot reverse it. He has not beheld iniquity in Yaakov, neither has he seen perverseness in Yasharel. Yahuah Eloheu is with him, and the shout of a king is among them. El brought them out of Mitzrayim. He has, as it were, the strength of a reem. Surely there is no enchantment against Yaakov, neither is there any divination against Yasharel. According to this time, it shall be said of Yaakov and of Yasharel, What has El wrought? Behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion, and lift up himself as a young lion. He shall not lie down until he eat of the prey, and drink the blood of the slain. And Balak said unto Balaam, Neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all. But Balaam answered and said unto Balak, Told not I you, saying all that Yahuah speaks, that I must do? And Balak said unto Balaam, Come, I pray you, I will bring you unto another place. Perchance it will please Elohim, that you may curse me them from thence. And Balak brought Balaam unto the top of Peor, that looks toward Yeshimon. And Balaam said unto Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 bullocks and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had said, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. Chapter 24. And when Balaam saw that it pleased Yahuah to bless Yasharel, he went not, as at other times, to seek for enchantments, but he set his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Yasharel abiding in his tents, according to their tribes. And the Ruach Elohim came upon him. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam, the son of Beor, has said, and the man whose eyes are open has said. He has said, which heard the words of El, which saw the vision of El Shaddai, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. How goodly are your tents, O Yaakov, and your tabernacles, O Yasharel. As the valleys are spread forth, as gardens by the river's side, as the trees of line aloes which Yahuah has planted, and as cedar trees beside the waters. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. El brought him forth out of Mitzrayim. He has, as it were, the strength of a reem. He shall eat up the nations his enemies, and shall break their bones, and pierce them through with his arrows. He couched, he lay down as a lion, and as a great lion, Who shall stir him up? Blessed is he that blesses you, and cursed is he that curses you. And Balak's anger was kindled against Balaam, and he smote his hands together. And Balak said unto Balaam, I called you to curse my enemies, and behold, you have altogether blessed them these 3 times. Therefore now flee to your place. I thought to promote you unto great honor, but lo, Yahuah has kept you back from honor. And Balaam said unto Balak, Spoke I not also to your messengers, which you sent unto me, saying, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the commandment of Yahuah, to do either good or bad of my own mind. But what Yahuah says, that will I speak. And now, behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advertise what this people shall do to your people in the latter days. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor has said, and the man whose eyes are open has said. He has said, which heard the words of El, and knew the knowledge of El Elyon, which saw the vision of El Shaddai, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Yaakov, and a scepter shall rise out of Yasharel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Yasharel shall do valiantly. Out of Yaakov shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remains of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable, and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. And he looked unto the Canaim, and took up his parable, and said, Strong is your dwelling place, and you shall put your nest in a rock. Nevertheless, the Canaanite shall be wasted, until Ashur shall carry you away captive. And he took up his parable and said, Alas, who shall live when El does this? And ships shall come from the coast of Kittim, and shall afflict Ashur, and shall afflict Eber, and he also shall perish forever. And Balaam rose up, and went and returned to his place, and Balak also went his way. Chapter 25. And Yasharel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their Elohim. And the people did eat, and bowed down to their Elohim. And Yasharel joined himself unto Baal Peor, and the anger of Yahuah was kindled against Yasharel. And Yahuah said unto Moshe, Take all the heads of the people, and hang them up before Yahuah against the sun, that the fierce anger of Yahuah may be turned away from Yasharel. And Moshe said unto the judges of Yasharel, Slay ye every one his men that were joined unto Baal Peor. And behold, one of the children of Yasharel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianite woman in the sight of Moshe, and in the sight of all the assembly of the children of Yasharel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the assembly. And when Pinchas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aharon the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the assembly, and took a javelin in his hand. And he went after the man of Yasharel into the tent, and thrust both of them through, the man of Yasharel, and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Yasharel, and those that died in the plague were 24,000.